everyone. What's up, guys? Team Inspire here, and who do we have?
Joe Wolf.
What did you do today, Joe?
I got day 2 at NAWCQ playing Dragons.
Playing Dragons. Well, let's get into the spice.
All right. Main deck, 42 cards, because I couldn't cut 2. Bystials, Rebellion, Magnemut, 2 Saronir, 1 Baldric, 1 Druisworm. I thought about 3 Saronir. This card's really good. You can send it off safer to search Magnemut and then send Rebellion, but I think 2 is fine. I side out 1 against shifter decks, so other than that, I think this counts really good. Obviously, you play 3 of these.
Of course, you have to. I mean, staying here at 2 or 3, it's it's basically standard other ratios for D-Link.
Yeah. This is the only personal preference, and you play 1 of these. I side more because they're broken, but yeah.
Oh, of course. Bystials are just
Bystials are good against everything that's not cash and flip.
Of course, agreed.
More normal summons, Red Eyes package. I cut the Rockets because I found that the only good draw with Quick Launch, and you're playing 5 Garnets for Quick Launch. Mm-hmm. So when I cut those, I wanted more normal summons, so Black Metal's good. This lets you make Ravine really easily. Also, if you have 2 normal summons, the Red MD can just summon Sacred from hand, and then you go off from there. So
Makes sense.
It's not even a brick to draw 2 normals.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, 3 Safer. It's safer.
It's safer. It's the best card in the deck.
I don't even normal summon this. I just send it off Ravine so I can add back Rebellion and shit. This card's just wild.
It's one of the best cards in the deck. It's insane.
This is the only other level 4 in the deck, so you search it. A lot of the times when I draw both, I just search safer because it's a good follow up.
Because why not?
Yeah, for Chaos Base.
Of course.
No explanation needed. This card's insane.
This card's good.
For big dragons, 1 Levy and 1 Chaos Emperor. Levy's just it's Levy.
Levy's Levy. Yeah.
You blow stuff up. You occasionally hand rip. I mostly just use this to blow stuff up. If my hand's really nice going first, you can hand rip them, but it usually doesn't happen. A lot of the times, you send this out of hand with Safer to search Rebellion, or to search this guy. This guy is so good. I don't know why every Dragon list isn't playing this. This card is never bad in hand unless you're anti-spelled.
It's free recursion as well. It's insane.
It's against Runic decks, a lot of your Lubellions end up banished all the time. So in face Magnemut, you search this instead of Lubellion. That way you get it back, but you also have this. Because it can summon itself from extra. It's a free body. It lets you contribute through Lubellion. You can synchro with it. It's great.
On top of that, you can just summon it, go Chaos Space.
I never use the Send effect because you don't want to wipe your own field, but it could come up. I don't know. Branded Spells, 1/1. Regain's the best card in the deck. You get this 99% of the time. Beast is really good against control decks mostly. Or if your hand's nice, you can send this off Saronir, Beast, put it back in the end phase. So if you establish both of them with Bystials live, you win most of your games. Ravine, I play Romulus. This card's good. Synchro package.
Ooh, the
3 tuning.
Spice.
2 synchron. And the Boy Guard and the Mathis.
Oh, the spice.
So tuning's really cool unless it mills imperm like it did for me all weekend, but you still get to search Assault Synchron, so that's pretty good. We're very synchro focused in this deck. Assault Synchron lets you make Dispatter easily. It lets you make Excel Synchro. It lets you, burn in time with Scarlight. Apple Dragon I really love as the one of because he's accessible off Ravine. If you've already synchroed, including with Chaos Angel without a tuner, you can send this, make the token, make Dispatter, then summon this back so you have it to follow up in grave. This card's just really nice. Would not cut it. Perfect as one of. Non-engine. This card beats Cash and out to Rise Heart. 3 Kaiju. This out to Rise Heart. 3 Imperm. This out to Rise Heart. Your deck cannot play under macro.
It's crazy. It feels like you you basically built around outing a Rise Heart.
Yeah, you have a naturally good matchup against everything else in the format.
Except
so you need to tech for Cash.
Yep.
3 of my 4 losses were to Cash, so I won't say it worked, but it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, best
I played,
cards.
a lot of people main Dark Ruler. I played Kaiju's over because I wanted at least 1 non-engine to be a lighter dark, and it came up quite a bit. I pitched this for Chaos Space once or twice, search Rebellion, and the rest of the time I would this would end up engraved somehow or other, and I would banish it for a Magnemut or something. So it being a dark came up, and Kaiju's are honestly really nice against everything. Even against for higher Runic, it's the worst matchup for Kaiju's, but you can still Kaiju the Donpa and get them off their pop. And that's the main 42 cards. Extra. 2 seal, this is the best card in the extra deck. You can get away with 1, but I like having 2 just for safety. It lets you recycle other things with regained without needing to put this back every time because you always want access seals. It's so good. Striker Dragon, we don't play boot, but you need to link off your level 4s. Romulus searches Ravine. IP, I never made this, but it's really good. IP targets. This outs towers. This is just good. And then you play access code. I never made like any of these, but this outs skill drain, which is really cool. It also just helps you with game shots, which is not a problem this deck has, but popping floodgates is cool.
Yeah, of course.
Synchros, 310s, the 3 best ones. I wouldn't mind space for Chinging, but I don't know. I might cut one of the links for him. Chaos Angel is just so nuts. The fact you can make this with your level 4 lights plus a Bystial and it gets both effects, then it banishes a card. Like, I won round 10 against Sword Soul just because I sat on this. We were in a simplified game state and he couldn't out it. Dispatter, it's this is probably the other best card in the extra deck. It recurs your banished guys. It's a negate, it's a pop. It's just, this is actually the most common interaction with Assault Synchron and Grave. I'll tribute this for like Branded Beast or for Lupelion. Assault Synchron, summon it back. Or if you get nibbed, you can summon it back. It's just really nice. And Barone's Barone. It's a pop, it's a negate. Helps you kill stuff. 1 Excel Synchro for Synchro Climbing. 1 Scarlight. I made this twice. I never went to time, but I still got to Regeki people, like against Runic. They make a million guys that are smaller than him, so he just blows them up, does 2,000 damage, and then you swing for game. Savage, I never made this card, but it's really good. And the Spice, 1 Coral Dragon.
The Coral?
Yeah, so Coral Dragon, I wanted to play 1/6 because you play some 4s and you play the level 2 tuners. Coral Dragon is a tuner, which is really nice because it can sync off with any of the 4s. Like if you make Black-White Dragon, you get the searches and the draw when you get rid of this. And this doesn't actually conflict with any of your 10s. Like Chaos Angel and Dispatter can both use any tuner, so they don't need to be like light or dark or anything. And Barone's obviously generic, so the draw 1, you can make Romulus with this because it's a dragon. I used the pop at least once. The discard to pop is really nice. It just outs anything that can be targeted. The extra deck I think was really good despite the fact I didn't make anything. Like I made them all in testing, so everything has come up before.
Would there be anything in the extra deck you would ever change?
I might find a space for like I said, the Chinging's a really good 10, and I make 10s more often than anything else, so I think that would be a really solid inclusion if you could fit it. Plus, you banish so much, Chinging's always going to be live, and you can trigger it on their turn with Bystials.
Makes sense. So
I might cut the access code for Chinging. I would never cut like Underworld Goddess. Being able to out their stuff is just too good.
Especially in a cash shifter format, like Chinging would be really, really good too.
I agree, yeah. All right, side deck.
Let's get the Spice.
Last second, I changed out skill drains for anti-spells because anti-spell it beats all the matchups that skill drain beats, plus more. Like you can't get Dark Ruler or Talons under anti-spell, which is really nice. 3 Cosmic. You need to out Runic Fountain. You need to beat grind matchups like back row. This banishes Welcome Labyrinth and stuff permanently, so they can never get it back. 3 Dark Ruler for going second against Sprite and Cash. Post-side, pre-side I have 9 non-engine that out Arise Heart. Post-side I have 13. You just need to get rid of Arise Heart. If they shifted you got to live with that, but Arise Heart is not staying on field if I can help it. Pank is also really good. I drew this like once against Runic for hire, and this plus Cosmic just broke the board and I got to play. So
makes sense.
Then it's Duster.
Yeah.
And 4 more Bystials.
Cause screw back row, you know.
Oh yeah, back row can eat it. So the thing is, Bystials are so naturally good against so many decks like Branded and the Mirror. You need to play more of them. So post side I have 11 Bystials, and these are the best ones for interrupting. Whereas like Sardier and Magnum are your engine Bystials. So I figured 2 more of these each was just really solid.
Oh yeah, no, more Bystials, more insane.
Oh yeah, like Branded is a really, really good matchup for this deck because of Bystials. You notice I don't play Ash or anything, you don't need it.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that as well.
You just drag them down to Bystial Hell and then you win. Hey. It's like a Bystial control mirror against Branded, but your deck's better than them, so you win.
Well, there you go, man. There you go. Well, congrats. Congrats making day 2, especially with the Spice. And any shout outs or anything?
Shout out to Archangel Games. They were actually my sponsor for this weekend only because I won the most local, so they paid for my trip.
Hey, there we go.
Shout out to the whole Arkansas group. Shout out to Andrew for lending me the Chaos Emperor. I bought one at the venue, but I didn't have one before this weekend. Shout out to Liddy for always being there and supporting me. Shout out to the Lafayette crew, who's my old locals. I got to see them again for the first time in a while.
Hey, there we
and go. Shout out to Brandon, who didn't get to come, but he was my testing buddy for the longest time.
There you go. Well,
and shout out to Inspire TCG.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it, man. Well, congrats again, and that's Team Inspire signing off.
Thanks, man.